especially a black person that doesn't look like that holds true to the physiological and psychological characteristics of an African person. That I could have maintained my psychological and physiological characteristics and still attained intellectual excellence. And they only get caught up in that advent, not the event. That I had to take some cognitive responsibility and some cognitive action towards increasing my cognitive capabilities and taking and gaining some cognitive confidence in relationship to those cognitive capabilities. That's where this authentic self-esteem comes from. But you only see the advent. And see, that's even more so what I'm seeing in the relationship to white folks. The advent of our racially or ethnically based self-confidence. That our self-confidence doesn't stem from some attempt to emulate European characteristics and psychology. It comes from the reality that we've accepted our African and American, not just African, but also American characteristics and psychology, physical characteristics and psychology, and still are capable of achieving intellectual fucking success that we can articulate and we can comprehend complex intellectual circumstance. I mean, ideas
more than they can.
More than they can. And see, it's a double-edged sword. The Europeans, it's a threat to their white privilege. To black folks, it's a threat to their lack of a cognitive responsibility or self-awareness in relationship to their own specific ethnic characteristics, physiological and psychological. That they have a lack of confidence in African American psychological and physiological characteristics in relationship to intellectual pursuit.
Meow.
And that angers them from that standpoint. It's cognitive. It's an instinctive reaction. We realize this. But the more in which we engage, and we because it's neurons, it's the positive neurosis, that body language and so forth, that they kinesthetically perceive. And African Americans, or Africans period, because we get the Africans too, who can kinesthetically perceive it far more proficiently than Europeans can, without any awareness of how they're perceiving it. Because they have no self-awareness of their kinesthetic, brilliance. That they're goldfish trying to live like, bears.
Like monkeys.
Yeah.
Or goldfish climbing trees.
Goldfish climbing trees. And that the fact that the goldfish would adapt to being a goldfish and accept being a goldfish, he would be superior to the monkey or the bear, because it's really a bear. It's actually a bear. You didn't say monkey, it's a bear. But
really?
Yeah, it's a bear.
What? Bears climb trees?
Bears do climb trees, bear.
Aren't they too heavy?
No, bears climb trees.
Why do they? For what?
For all kinds of shit. I mean, they're bears, they're mammals, they can climb the fucking tree.
Just for fun?
Just for fun. Well, then sometimes bears can't climb trees. It depends on people trying to run up a tree. Bears can climb trees. So running up a tree to get away from a bear is kind of fucking stupid, because bears can climb trees. Yes, bears climb trees, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bears climb trees. Yes. They have these big claws and these big paws.
I thought it was for fishing.
No, that too. And see, that's the thing about fucking nature. She's multi-adaptive. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, bears climb trees. Anyway, so a lot of us is trying to be motherfucking goddamn, goldfish. I mean, trying to be bears when we actually need to be goldfish. And then realizing at the same time that if you are if you exceed at being a goldfish, you can achieve an intellect even greater than that of the average bear. And the average bear is like, oh my God, He's smart.
I'm an average bear.
I'm an average bear. Look at this goldfish.
Look at this exceptional
A goldfish. So, in that reality, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of those dynamics, because you don't understand. Einstein made that statement and had to recant that statement, because that's how threatening that statement was to the structure. You know what I'm saying? That he even suggested that African Americans had the capacity to be more intelligent than white folks based upon their kinesthetic perception. Their superior kinesthetic perception. Yeah, Google Einstein's goldfish. That part. Oh, and I was just watching the thing about the fucking, the girls in Miami being killed. Dude, see, this is the thing about it is every other ethnicity is concerned about the integrity of their own particular cultural expression. And the maintain it's a biological imperative in relationship to the diversity that nature so not just readily but just so strongly wants to maintain, that she will expend an immense amount of energy in order to maintain this diversity. So all diverse species, no matter how minute that diversity is, have a genetic imperative, a biological imperative to maintain their diversity. The people that it is most that this natural fucking genetic imperative is disregarded in and deterred in most is African Americans, not Africans, but African Americans, not Caribbean Africans, but African Americans are the people that are most distracted and deterred from adhering to their biological imperative in relationship to maintaining their diversity. If black people talk, your algorithms, this fucking Facebook algorithm is targeted towards any expression of maintaining African American diversity as being hate speech. The YouTube algorithm, if I talk about natural hair and the importance of maintaining my natural hair and the means to maintain my natural hair, the algorithm, because it's designed by white folks with this mind state, automatically targets that as being hate speech. Because the algorithm is programmed with the same imperatives that the individuals have psychologically. And the same basic fears, consciously and unconsciously, are transported to that artificial intelligence.
Why do you it's like you'll have a certain following and you won't even get 10% engagement. Like, I hashtag on my Instagram Black Girl Magic, right? I have 2,000 followers. I'm not getting 210 likes. I'm getting 1% engagement, you guys. Like, I'm getting 20 likes on my pictures.
Because she's a black identity extremist. Any attempt to encourage our people to disregard the self-hate images that are projected to us over the last 200 some odd years is interpreted by their algorithms as being hate speech and treated as such. While Europeans can talk about their religion, their patriotism, their Trump, and all of these things are associated with actual hate speech. And these are the things that niggas are more fucking interested in. I love E40. I do love E40. But niggas are so distracted by bullshit. It's ridiculous. And while we're distracted by bullshit, every other ethnicity is like, hey, dude, we can do bullshit too.
Well, we have our shit together.
But we got our shit together. You know what I'm saying? We not only thinking about bullshit, we thinking about keeping our shit together. We have more conflict with black folks than we do with white folks. Any other ethnicity will have more conflict because our self-confidence is more of a threat to black people than it is to motherfucking white folks. Case in point. Niggas hate niggas more than anybody hates niggas. Until we change that, and I can't even say I'm going to be Stokely Carmichael to him. Now, I'm going to say, LA is an entirely different fucking scenario in relationship to the way that black people interact throughout this country. You come to LA, you will lose faith in the capacity of black people to get along. But all you gotta do is go to Oakland.
6 hours away.
6 hours away. To get, like, we would never do no park shit like that at Leimert. Or at Jim Gilliam. Or at Kenneth Hahn. We would rather sit in front of somebody's motherfucking house in our own neighborhood and bump music as loud as we can. That's LA. LA is the motherfucking worst motherfucking city I've ever been in relationship to black relationships. Inter-black relationships. Relationships, period.
It's so fake.
It's so fake.
It's so maladaptive.
So maladaptive. And this is the worst black community I've ever been a part of. I cannot lie. It is the most disrespectful. The most unconscious. Where, like, even the conscious are segregated. Yeah. Moors be one place. 5%ers be another place. Black Panthers be one place. Nation of Islam be one place. I go to Atlanta. Nawabians and 5%ers don't get along, period.
But they will have discussions and debates.
But they will sit and have discussions and debates in Atlanta. The biggest motherfucking divide between any two conscious segments of the conscious community that I know of is Nawabians and 5%ers. Back east, they will sit and have civil conversations. LA, two Bloods can't sit and have a fucking civil conversation. Two Nation of Islam members can't sit and have a civil conversation. That part. But you can go up to Oakland and see two fucking diverse black people have a civil conversation. So it can't be California. It can't be the West. It's gotta be LA.
Nigga, I watch dance videos on YouTube, right?
Right.
And it was a dance video where it was one dude, it was two dudes, I think it was three dudes together. One of them had his red flag tied around his right leg, and the other one had his blue flag tied around his left leg. And they're best friends.
That part.
And they do dance videos together.
That part. Are they not from LA?
No.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Of course not.
That would never happen.
That's the thing about it. See, niggas in LA don't want nothing. And the thing about it is, it trickles down to every single aspect of LA black interaction. We have had some of the most fucking bumpinest fucking scenes in this city. And it's just been the action of niggas that have motherfucking made it fall apart. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry. I try to motherfucking find, I posted all this shit about this last year, about 3 years ago, when I was posting fucking shit about race relationships and about black folks. I had a sister that lived in Inglewood, continuously talking about how fucking how hostile I was being for bringing up fucking black issues and the lack of unity in the black community in LA. I don't know, nigga. I don't get it.
I don't care anymore.
I don't care anymore. I'm doing what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Living how I gotta live. I'm doing mine. I can only live by the example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all you can do.
My hands out. I'm always like, you know what I'm saying, willing to motherfucking goddamn bridge gaps. You know what I'm saying? Be the bigger person, my nigga. I'm only one man. So only so much I could do as myself, you know what I'm saying? One man, can only make so much of a difference. The only way for evil to prevail is for good men to sit back and do nothing. I can't sit back and do nothing now.